The U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship is brought to you by Diamond Pool Tables, the Chameleon Rack, the Spider, the Bar Q, the Billiard Club Pro Shop, and Chalk Off, the complete pool table and cue cleaner.
The first rack, he had tricky position. He fell on the ball. He hit the point and got perfect.
Well, he does hit the break as hard as anyone around. It's all a matter of controlling Whitey.
Well, look how big and strong he is. I mean, he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to run into Frankie in a dark alley if you owed somebody. Here we go. Rack number 3 already. Hernandez 2-0 ahead, and Ernesto Dominguez has not gotten out of the chair since the lag. But he'll be getting out of the chair here. Dry, nothing finding gravity.
Yeah, I like to say all he made was noise. And you know what? The cue ball was going right in that corner pocket, and something hit the ball.
Well, isn't that the way it always goes, though? He's just quickly put 2 racks on his side of the string, and when Ernesto comes to the table, all he's doing is kicking at it.
Well, I like that better than the push. You know, we talk about the push all the time. I don't like the push because you're playing top players. You're not going to get the best of the push, so you're better off kicking at it. But at the same time, you sat in your chair for 2 racks. Now the guy doesn't make a ball and you don't have a shot.
And there's nothing easy about this rack either. Tough shot here on the 1 for Hernandez. Tell you what, he's making it look a lot easier than it is. I can promise you that, folks.
Well, that was a little bit of luck also, because he could have glanced a little bit more and been snookered. You know the word snookered for sure. Jimmy's one of the premier snooker players in Canada.
And just strolling around the table. Again, just trying to, in his mind, focus exactly where he wants to leave that cue ball to attack these colors. And I don't know whether he's going to be too happy with that. I think he's just bumped that 4 right tight on that side point. And Danny, that's not going to make life easy.
No, it looks like he pushed it right where you can't make it. Well, he tried to get to the far corner, unless it goes in the side. Maybe he does have room.
I think he's playing this right down the corner. I think that's his only shot. And this is very missable.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
And I think Ernesto will be happy with this. This is cushion 4 ball to make the 8 into the corner.
Okay, can you control the 4 ball also? Making the ball is easier. And you know, and I always say, better off than if he made it, because if he made it, you would have been done. This is what I mean. He couldn't get an easy shot from there playing that billiard. But
had to play it at enough speed too as Hernandez looks on. Right. This is a big ask right now. Tall order for Ernesto Dominguez. He hasn't really had a chance to oil that back arm yet.
And if he happens to make it, he's going to have the wrong angle on the next ball. Don't you think so? I mean, you know, look where the 6 and the 5 are. He decided to play safe. Not a bad idea. It didn't turn out right, but not a bad idea. Because I always like to say, when position and the shot are tough, look to play safe. Now he's got to go 1 rail into the 9, wouldn't you say?
Well, again, if he does that, though, Danny, he's going to have to just softly spin that cue ball. It looks like that might be what he's trying to do.
Well, the only reason I said that is because you don't want an angle on that 5 because of the 6. He got perfect again. You had to get pretty straight in on this ball, and I like hitting the 9. Well, we all play differently. I like hitting 9 off that.
Ensures to leave himself a nice angle on this 6. He knows the 7's the opposite end of the table, so he's got to get up for it here. This is an ominous looking Frankie Hernandez right now. Mistakes have been at a premium until that.
You got him that time. Yeah.
Well, it couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, he might have made the 9.
The commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Frankie.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't take long. But anyway, Ernesto now, even though Frankie made all the balls all the games, he makes 2, and he's only losing by 1 game. 2-1, and is his break.
And you might want to mark that one down. That miss could prove very costly to Frankie Hernandez as Dominguez slots in rack number 3 to go 2-1 behind, but he's got the break in number 4.
Well, anyway, earlier we were talking about the break box. You can't break from the sides of the table. So I wanted to show you where you have to have the cue ball in this area, anywhere in here. Can't go out here or over here. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, the break box, I mean, some of these guys just run racks. They can hit that ball so well, hit that one so plumb off the side cushion where they can bridge and lock that cue in. From the break box, a lot tougher. But Hernandez, well, again, that mistake in rack number 3, how big it's going to be, only time will tell. Ernesto Dominguez, he trails 2-1. We get to see his break now. And I don't think anything found gravity there either. The main table, very unsympathetic right now.
He broke him very well. Broke him very well.
And what better way for Hernandez to erase the memory of that bad miss on the 7 to park Ernesto in his chair for a while. Clear these up, but he's got a problem. The 5-8 on the right-hand side of the table, the top right-hand as we look, that poses a little issue.
I like playing for the bank. The combination is a little tricky, but I like to play for the bank rather than the combination. What about you? You're not from Kentucky.
I'm not from Kentucky, but I'll tell you what, that 5 ball definitely holds the key to this rack. And looking at the angle he's got here on the 4, he may be able to take the cue ball off 2 cushions and try and move it.
Oh, I don't like that. That's a gamble. You don't have to stop real well. You don't have to stop real well, but it was a great shot. He decided that was the best way to go. Myself, I would have just liked to fall on the bank straight in. And the reason I say not from Kentucky or you're not from Kentucky, that's the bank pool capital of this country, Kentucky. Well, now he missed another ball.
Yeah, and another one that he'd like to have over.
But you notice he one-stroked that? I like to tell
Little
people.
quick?
Oh, yeah, he just pulled back and shot. You're not lined up when you do that. Those few practice strokes line you up. And if you just pull back one stroke, you weren't lined up. And he missed it by a diamond.
Just as important, though, for Dominguez, if he's going to plant those negative seeds into the mind of Frankie Hernandez, he's got to punish him right here. All these little mental games that become such an integral part of the game of pool.
Oh, it's so psychological. He could very easily be losing 4-0 right now. Instead, he has a chance to make it 2-2.
And that was a good shot. That was a very acute angle into that side pocket. But this is going to do Ernesto Dominguez the world of good, his confidence, after seeing Hernandez falter on those 2 visits. And the 9 goes down again in the favor of the elder Dominguez, and that now makes the score 2-2, and Ernesto knows he's got the break to come yet in rack 5.
This has been a production of Billiard Club Network. For more, log on to billiardclub.net. The game starts with a clean table. Get it clean with Chalk Off, the official pool table cleaner of the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Just spray it on and wipe